Hello, my name's Alex Philly. This time I'm showing you something new which is called Metal Gear Online, and it is the multiplayer component of the Phantom Pain, which is the latest Metal Gear Solid game. They have done this previously with Metal Gear Solid 3, and they did that with Portable Ops as well. And they also did a standalone release on the PlayStation 3 which was using Metal Gear Solid 4 characters. Originally this was going to be released alongside the original game, but for some reason they had to push it back. Like most multiplayer games, it features variants of Team Deathmatch and a few other objective-based modes that I haven't really played yet. As you gain more kills, you rank up and you get to unlock extra abilities and weapons, which is quite cool. There seems to be quite a few stages in the game at the moment, possibly around 6, and it looks like they're probably going to add more as well. In terms of the classes, you've got the Scouts, which are the reconnaissance class for long-range combat and support functions. You've got the Enforcer class, which is more like a heavy arms kind of class. And then you've got the Infiltrator, who's more like a cloaker and orientated towards CQC, so that looks like the ones for experts. And later on you can also get unique characters as well, so you can see like Solid Snake and Ocelot in there as well sometimes. You can have 3 characters and you can customise them fully, change the gender, skin tone, etc. Later on you can also change the weapon loadouts as well, so you can choose what kind of combination of primary weapons, secondary weapons, equipment, etc. There are some hotkeys you can use to communicate with your teammates, but then you can also use the voice communication as well. Like in the single player game, you can use your binoculars in order to spot enemies, and those will be marked on all your teammates' maps as well. You can either try and kill your opponent, or you can also try and Fulton them, which is a bit more difficult, but I think you get more points for that as well. I've not seen any drivable vehicles, but you are able to pick up the single-man mech units, so you can use those as like a shield, and you can also get the things like a tactical shield. In terms of weapons, you've got rifles, pistols, sniper rifles, you've got grenades, petrol bombs, and probably a lot more of the weapons and gear from the single player is usable as well later on. The matches themselves seem to be teams of 8 against 8, so it seems like 16-man matches. On the minimap, your team is always marked in blue, no matter who you play as. The game features regenerating health like in the single player, so if you take too much damage you can back off and that'll keep you going for longer. It took a little while for me to get into my first match, but when I started playing it felt really good, didn't seem to be any lag. At the moment it's in open beta, which means anyone that's got the original game can go to the Steam settings, turn on the beta status, and then they're able to play the online portion. I'm not sure if this is only temporary, but it's a lot of fun and I do like it a lot. I'll probably play like a few matches a day just so it doesn't get boring, but it seems pretty good actually. The different sets of classes do make the game interesting, because you've got like some people that use the Infiltrator class and they can sneak up behind enemies. You can also get cloaking devices and things so you can properly scare the enemy. At first you're definitely going to find it tougher than the single player, because you've not got your AI support and you've not got all your weapons and vehicles and things. But if you can play well with your teammates, spot enemies, and try not to die too much, then you can actually help your team a lot, and it's interesting take on the Metal Gear universe. As a standalone game, it might not hold out to things like Arma 3 and Battlefield and Call of Duty, but as a little add-on that's free to anyone that's got the original game, it's pretty good. Plus the Phantom Pain is probably going to get discounted quite heavily this year, so it's worth looking out for if you're into that kind of thing. There's not really that much to say at the moment, but I can probably give you some more insights over the coming months as I play this a bit more. I'll try and put some good clips in this so you can see what happens when you get into a mech or when you spot enemies. And if you play this game, maybe we'll see each other online sometime. Enjoy the rest of this video!